The functionalist theory began with Herbert Spencer and was further expanded by Emile Durkheim. Their interest in social order and societal stability led them to explore and develop this perspective. The functionalist theory focuses on institutions being cohesive and cooperative so that they form a stable and effective society. Structural functionalism explains that each institution has its own specific task necessary for the overall function of society. A major critique of this perspective is that it depicts society as being too cooperative and integrated. Furthermore, it does not magnify the significance of societal issues, such as oppression and discrimination. Major problems like these are important and pressing matters that cannot be realistically ignored, or they will persist and grow.
The functionalist perspective is exhibited in the video by the cohesive group Ceasefire, which works as an institution to promote positivity and peace within their communities. Members like Amina Matthews help to stabilize environments and prevent violent outcomes. They do this by assisting community members to think about consequences of violent behavior. Instead of thinking about retaliation, members think about being a better person and changing their surroundings for the greater good. Ceasefire promotes discussion and art as ways to reach members of dysfunctional communities.
I'm hearing what they telling me in there, right? And to me, it's like starting off with a $5 bag of weed.
It's beyond that. Beyond
But
that.
wait a minute.
I get fed up.
No. You gotta play it like a big man. I gotta play it like a big girl. When I get angry, I can bring some noise if I want to. I go lay it down. I have to. Don't make me feel like a punk. It make me feel like, you know what? Let's fight my own ego. I swear to God, I wish I had somebody to holler at me like I'm right here hollering at you. I would have not had the feeling in my record. You understand what I'm saying? What we gonna do? We gonna fight about another $5 bag of weed? It ain't worth it. They feed off her energy too. So what you gonna do, son? Tell me, and I'ma hold you to it.
Make myself better.
You too, little Mina.
Ceasefire is an example of the functionalist perspective working in the movie because the cohesive group works to promote harmony and cooperation. As a family-like institution of the greater body of society, Ceasefire members were once a part of the dysfunctional side of society, but turned themselves around so they can help current members of these communities. Their goal is to transform the neighborhoods in which they live to become functional, safe, and productive communities for the greater good. Examples of these one-on-one interactions include when Amina speaks to the people who are currently fighting, makes sure kids are getting home safe, and when she helps Capricia trying to get on the right path and brightening her future. The functionalist theory does not work in the video because changing society begins with changing individuals. This perspective does not closely examine the backgrounds of people and downplays the true hardships of their daily lives and old habits. Also, this perspective does not take into account race and social class, and the true effect they have on the community and people. The perspective makes changing behavior appear to be standardized and straightforward. However, general approaches do not work for every individual.
A friend of mine called me very concerned about her 2 kids.
The streets is taking a toll.
They stay in the same house, and they be at each other because both of them are in 2 different cliques.
Threatening to kill one another, shooting at each other is just crazy. I can't keep coming off the road, because I work for Amtrak, and not knowing if somebody's going to kick the door in because of this gang's violence. I just packed up and left, yes. I left the apartment in my name so they don't be homeless. So this my little honeycomb hideout.
Oh, this your honeycomb?
They don't know where I live either.
Your kids don't?
Nope.
An example of a failing institution in society is the education system in schools. While the schools are supposed to be safe environments that promote further learning, The Interrupters begins with the news that an honor student was beaten to death at school for walking outside at the wrong time. Another example of a failing institution in the movie is the family. Toya's 2 sons are in 2 different gangs, and while she fears for their safety, she also fears for hers, so she moves and does not tell them where she lives.